Hi, I'm Robin Nielsen. I'm so excited to be with you today. I'm ready to help you take the next step to growing younger and feeling more fabulous and vibrant. I just finished my retreat down here at our beautiful home in San Jose del Cabo, Mexico, where we did a little bit of detoxing. And it really felt good. So we took that hormone balancing one step further. We not only ate really well, but we slept really well. We eliminated those foods from our diet that might be causing inflammation and problems with aging. And we all have felt so much more restored and ready for the next step. So a lot more energy, a lot more motivation, just a really internal rejuvenation that took place. So I really, really had a wonderful time, and the retreaters are ready to come back. We always are. So I wanted to help you with that next step for really balancing hormones. We've talked about how to eat our way to better sleep. I gave you some of my rules. We talked about getting enough rest and really getting some restorative sleep to help you with that hormone balance. I want to talk today about really the self-medication that we do to keep our energy up. Really has a lot to do, it's actually to keep our energy and moods up. So not just energy, but our moods. We're constantly self-medicating with sugar and caffeine and alcohol. It's really how it works. If we're not feeling just right, we look to food to help to change our moods. And really what that does is it puts our hormones out of whack. So remember when I talked about sort of the big dogs in the room as far as hormones go? It was insulin and cortisol. Well, those hormones are really what we're trying to manage when we self-medicate with foods. So let's talk about sugar for a minute. Sugar comes in many forms, but mostly it comes in prepackaged foods. So things like dextrose and sucrose and honey and maple syrup and agave, which we thought was healthy, but it's really bad for you. So things like that really keep our bodies in a very inflammatory state. Sugar ages us faster than anything else. It causes a big disruption in our digestive tract, and it really causes inflammation. It can cause our joints to ache, our brains to be foggy, for a number of different reasons. And it can bring our moods up, and then it can drop us like crazy. If you are feeling a little bit tired and you go for some sugar, it makes you feel better pretty quickly. And then about 20 minutes to an hour later, you feel terrible, right? So you have to go for some more sugar. Or maybe, it's first thing in the morning and you need your coffee to get you going in the morning. It's a great indication that you're medicating yourself through food, right? It doesn't really fit my definition of whole real food, but we think of it as food. Pastries, when we go maybe to Starbucks or to Pete's Coffee or, Krispy Kreme donuts, our favorite coffee place, where we get our cup of coffee in the morning and we get a pastry, right? What is that? It's sugar. Well, I used to call myself the mocha bow tie pastry girl, because way back in the 80s sometime, I would get up in the morning, I wouldn't eat breakfast, I would over-exercise, and then about 10, 11 o'clock, I would have my yummy mocha, my coffee with the chocolate and sugar and whipped cream, and then I'd have my little bow tie pastry that was my absolute favorite. And what is that, right? It's some caffeine and it's some sugar. And what that does is it really imbalances insulin and cortisol. It just makes them go high. And when those go high, all of our other hormones go crazy. So something I haven't shared with you yet that I think is really, really interesting is that we can't run from the tiger. So we can't have cortisol up, getting everything done during the day, and have sex, because we're not making our sex hormones if we're running from the tiger. So what we want to do is keep that cortisol balanced at a nice healthy place, which will keep our insulin balanced, which will keep our sex hormones balanced, which will keep our thyroid balanced. So it's just a really nice balance game. But we can't do it if we're eating sugar or we're drinking coffee. Some of us can tolerate coffee better than others, so you know who you are. I happen to be a slow caffeine metabolizer, which means that if I drink coffee in the morning, it can last for me all day long, and it can disrupt my sleep, even if I have it first thing in the morning. So I have to be careful. So you know who you are, but coffee really can push your adrenal function before your body's ready, really. So what that means is if you haven't had breakfast yet and you just have coffee, you're really going to push your adrenal glands. Remember those healthy little walnut-sized shaped glands that sit on top of your kidneys? And that is going to create huge hormone imbalance. So be careful with coffee. You want to never drink it before you have breakfast, for instance. But what I want you to know is that really the next step in your hormone balancing, growing younger, feeling fabulous program is to detoxify in a really healthy way. So what that means is I'd really like you to participate in my Rapid Results Detox program, because what that does is it helps you eliminate the self-medicating foods that you're eating, like sugar and coffee and alcohol, and also the top foods that can be allergenic. So even though they're healthy, whole, real foods, they may not work for you. So those are things like corn, soy, dairy, wheat, peanuts, things like that. And the only way you can really tell is by doing a true elimination detoxification program that is handled very safely and very effectively. And it can, in 2 weeks, it can take years off your life. Oh my gosh. You start to lose that fat around the middle. You start to have improved mental clarity. Your energy increases. You go without pain meds that you thought you never could do without. You start feeling like a new person. I know, I just finished doing one. The results are amazing. Even cholesterol levels can drop substantially. So I'd like you to take a look at my Rapid Results Detox program. That's a great next step for balancing your hormones, feeling younger, growing more vibrantly, feeling a little bit sexier, starting to get your mojo back, right? Improving your energy. And just for you, my special tribe, I'm offering it for $197. It's normally a $297 program. And for you, it's $197. I'll give you that special coupon code that you can use to participate. And it's a step-by-step program, easy breezy. You eat a lot of food on it, so you never go hungry. In fact, a lot of my clients say, wow, Robin, I ate more food on that program than I usually ever eat. And I lost some fat, I feel better, and I didn't realize really how much food I needed to eat. And there's some really delicious things in there. You get lots of recipes, so it's step by step, easy breezy. And I also provide you with all of the nutrients you need, all of the supplements to help everything work just right and help you feel better. So we're slowly slowing down, or we're reducing the amount of side effects you have when you withdraw from some of these powerful chemicals that you've been eating, and you start to feel better right away. And it's all in 14 days. How cool is that? So you can get your sexy, younger self back, be more vibrant, more energetic in just 14 days. Okay, I'll see you on the program.